What's up, guys? It's AJ in September here at the House of Masks. Today is going to be the fourth Q&A video. I believe it's the fourth. We're just going to jump right into it. These are questions for me in September.
To AJ, who inspired you to become an artist / tattoo artist? How'd you get so effing good?
I don't think anyone in particular made me want to tattoo. I just was always raised around tattooing, and my dad was always getting tattooed. And I was always drawing, so it just kind of happened. And also, I'm not good.
Liar. AJ, why do you always use styrofoam heads while Crimson fills his?
I only use foam heads on half mask pieces, never full head pieces or vinyl pieces or anything like that. And the reason that I use them on half masks is because it's pretty much the only way to display like a gym root mask with the way that the strapping is and all that stuff. And I don't use it on any OGs, so there's really, it's all like new, high quality latex by somebody that makes those, whereas Rudy's masks are 40, 50, 60 years old and brittle as is, and they just don't need to be sitting on those. And those masks from those days were made with super cheap stuff anyway, so it's like a high quality $200 mask that was made with latex that was literally made for making masks, as opposed to a $75 Dawn Post old brittle worn out mask.
Makes sense.
So that's why.
How soon can we expect to see a larger mask display room? Seems like you are totally out of room as of now. We are missing out on so many masks because you cannot display properly.
We're in quite the predicament with this building that we have. I don't want to get into it too harsh. We're just crossing our fingers and playing a waiting game right now. All I can say is hopefully soon.
Since opening the House of Masks to YouTube, have you noticed that a certain mask / masks have become nearly impossible to find now because people know about them because of your videos? If so, what ones?
I don't think any of them have become any rarer because of my videos, but I definitely think more people know about them now, so more people are looking for them. I can't think of anything in particular, but it just seems like whatever my flavor of the month is suddenly becomes a lot of people's flavor of the month. So there for a while when I was after like Herbies from like Buckethead stuff, everybody wanted a Herbie, and then I would switch to certain eras of Slipknot stuff, and then everybody wants that, and it just is what it is. But no, I don't think any of them have gotten any rarer because of my videos.
Do you ever see yourself as an inspiration towards other people, which you are to many?
No. And I know that's like the modest way to take it out, but if you think about it, I really don't do anything that's inspirational.
What do you personally consider the holy grail? Like, sell your left nut and smash the right one under a cinder block just to be able to hold it or even be in its presence?
4 masks. Right off the top of my head, they're all Slipknot masks. 2 of them I am trying to get right now, and that is a stage-used or like member-worn gym mask. It's one of the silver ones from the Iowa cycle. The other one is a Joey mask, like the Gods of Metal or Wait and Bleed Animated or whatever you guys want to call it. He also wore it during Iowa for a little bit. Trying to get those 2 right now. Hopefully one of them, maybe both of them happens. We'll see. And then the other 2 would be like a stage-used Tattoo the Earth or Real Mold Tattoo the Earth clown, or Jay Weinberg's mask. That's the one that I really, really want. Like, out of everything, and I know it's weird because those other masks are like way older and way cooler and stuff, but Jay Weinberg's mask would definitely be the way to go.
Have you ever received any serious injuries from skating or just being an idiot? You hurt your back real good skating. Not anything serious to where he broke his back, but when we first got together, he couldn't even tilt his head back in the shower. I had to help him wash his hair because his back was so screwed up. It's better now, but he couldn't even tilt his head back because his back was so screwed up.
I don't think I've ever gotten a serious injury at once, but my body right now is absolutely fucking destroyed.
Yeah, he's an old man.
Everything, I can't like sit up without going, ugh! And like my teeth are falling out of my head, and I don't know, it's just, yeah, I'm old.
It runs in the family. What skateboard trick have you been trying to learn now but can't land it?
Tray flips. I can do fakie trays. I can tray flip off of things, but I can't do them on flat ground. I threw a switch tray the other day and caught it, and I still can't land a regular tray flip.
Come on now.
It's crazy.
What is the rarest mask in your collection?
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it.
Oh, it's a secret.
I can't tell you guys. So, I'll tell you the second rarest, probably, I think, is my original unconverted dummy. And that's because it is literally the only one that I can think of right now that's unconverted.
For September.
Favorite Slipknot mask?
God, why is this the only question in my... Ew. Probably a Jim Root mask. This up here somewhere. I just like the Jesters in general. These two up here are my favorite. I don't know if you can see them. But yeah. That's it. I don't know the names. I'm not super into it. That's it.
Self-titled Jim. She's not too
Self-titled Jim. Yeah. That's it. If you could join any band, what would it be?
What band would I join? What band do you think I would join?
Guar.
Why?
Because you can't sing.
I can play the drums. Not like him, though.
Just because you can act yourself on stage, I guess, and be ridiculous. I don't know. With every other thing, there's kind of like a theme. But with Guar, it's like messy but organized. I don't know. I just think you would have more fun with it.
I would love to join Ghost, but I don't really think that I would get along with those guys because they're way smarter than me. And I like fart jokes and stuff. And
AJ loves attention.
And I love attention.
He loves attention. So there's actually no way in hell he could be in a masked band where you have to remain anonymous. You know, as far as that can go. There's absolutely no way AJ would want to rip his mask off on stage and do the helicopter with his wiener. Like, that's exactly what he would want to do.
I would also love to have joined Slipknot back in the day, but obviously I was too young, and now I would definitely do it for the money now, but I'm just not into the majority of what they do now, I guess, and some of the music that they've done and stuff. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I'm going to answer for him, Guar.
Guar.
Because I think he would be absolutely comfortable. AJ is so comfortable with his body, he does not give a crap. He would wear those thongs and paint it on abs. He does not care. That would be so cool. Guar is totally... It's you, for sure. How many variations of your mask will there be? I've noticed there's a new one with a stripe that popped up recently.
Okay, so there's been 6 paint variations of my mask. I currently own 3 of them. I've given the rest away as gifts to special people, and there's another one coming that's technically the same paint job as one that I have right now. My flesh tone one basically is falling apart, and a lot of the paint is coming off and stuff, and I don't have the heart to repaint it because I really love the fact that I've worn it that much that stuff's actually happening to it. So I'm going to own 4. There's going to be 2 flesh tones, this one, and my little morgue ghoul thing.
Will there be a new signature mask for 2017?
No.
Have you been a scare actor for a Halloween event? If so, share your best scare story.
I actually have. 2012, I think. My friend was like one of the head people at this new haunt that started close to Cincinnati. It was completely super unorganized, and it was a cornfield, and everybody could just go wherever they wanted in this maze. So no one had set positions, and one of my friends, Eli, some of you guys might know him, the Scrap Metal Studios on Instagram, had one of those halo things that he makes on. And I didn't know where he was, and he didn't know where I was, and we ran and came around a corner and hit each other, and I hit my head off of that halo, and we collided bodies and faces so hard that I was like thrown to the ground into the corn. And he thought he killed me because there's like spikes and metal sharp things coming off of it.
It's a scary piece of equipment.
Yeah, and that was super intense because he was like genuinely worried that he fucked me up. But we were both fine, and it was funny, and we got to where we needed to be before people got in there.
You said Halloween 2 is your favorite horror movie, but what would you say is your most hated horror film?
I think we can both agree on this one. We saw it earlier this year. We were both really excited to go see it. The Witch.
For sure.
Such a bad movie.
I'm sorry to Michelle Morgore, because I know that's like your favorite, but I absolutely hate The Witch. And there are lots of other terrible films, horror films.
But we expect them to be bad when we see them.
Yeah, like, it's just like, oh, haha, this is so funny. But this, I expected to be so good and so chilling to my bone. And I feel like the whole time I was like...
It wasn't good.
Megadeth or Metallica?
Oh, man. Okay.
I know the answer to this one.
Well, Megadeth, I feel like they don't have a song that I dislike. But I feel like Metallica has a lot of songs that I dislike. But the songs that they have that I like a lot more than the Megadeth songs. So, I'm going to say Metallica.
I knew it! Have you ever thought about doing something different on the channel to expand your fan base?
This is from my cousin Michael, and I threw this in there because it was from my cousin Michael. And also, that's a pretty good question. I feel like for what I do, as far as literally just being a mask collector, I'm pretty fucking open to stuff, like...
Challenges?
We do challenge videos, there's scooter stuff, there's skateboard stuff, sometimes there's bike stuff if you go far enough back. I just try to, there's day in the life things, like I try to keep it about me and my collection at the same time as doing things that I just find interesting. Like I watch vloggers on YouTube, and that's the reason that I wanted to start getting into it, and it ended up being fun, and yeah, so I mean I feel like there's a pretty good variety on the channel already.
Would you ever consider mass producing the more realistic mask-up masks like the ones you wear?
Okay, so I've been battling with this in my head for a long time, like this entire year, because people fucking love these masks. And I have talked to Ed at Distortions about doing this, and I'm just so back and forth with myself that if it happens, and this is a big if, because it is a very real possibility that it will happen, it will be after I retire these for myself. They won't be available to anybody that I haven't hand-given them to, unless I'm not wearing them anymore. So, let's say 2018, I have a new mask, like whatever, we changed things, and I retire these, then there may be a mass-produced version available through Distortions Unlimited.
Do you have a long-term goal of where you would like your brand and channel to be in, say, about a year in terms of expansion?
I don't really do stuff like that. The way that I set my goals is much smaller. So when I first did the Instagram page, I was really excited to make it to 10,000, and then we hit 10,000, and it seemed like it was way easier to make 20,000. So then from 20,000, we wanted to hit 25, and then 30, and it's the same with the YouTube. Like I used to be stoked about 100 subscribers. I'd be like, oh, we went up 100 subscribers in 50 years.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, we're at 10,000 now. How long is it going to take us to hit 20,000, and then 50,000, whatever. So I think it's much easier to set realistic goals that are smaller and just be pumped that you've hit those, and you won't be disappointed if you don't reach like a real, like, huge unrealistic goal. Like, I'll never expect to hit 100,000 subscribers, but if that happens, it's going to be fucking unreal. So yeah.
Agreed. What really got you into the band Ghost, and out of all the masks you have, what is your most cherished Papa mask?
We were house sitting for your mom, and I was watching, I'm sure I was watching Slipknot or Gwar or something, and I saw this video that was said, like, Ghost backstage, and I clicked on it, and it was Papa 1, and he was just standing backstage, and there was, like, a police officer next to him, and another guy holding the door for him, and their, like, Masked Ball intro was playing, and he was just standing there with his little thurible, not talking to anybody, not looking at anybody. He was just straight ahead. Nobody said a word to him the entire time. And that video is always like the coolest thing ever. So I like looked up pictures of him and stuff, and they looked sweet, and I listened to music, and I was like, what the fuck is this? This is not what I expected. And then like a month later, I found out that I actually loved everything that they do. And then that was like shortly before Infestism Mom came out, so once that came out, it was on. What's
your most cherished Papa mask?
Probably,
Papa 2.
Well, it's got to be the Papa 2 that I wore to all the conventions and stuff.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
The proto copy, and it's the one that I've done a lot of stuff in, so.
It's my favorite. What's your favorite Mushroom Head song?
I know what you guys are thinking. oh, he hates Mushroomhead. He probably doesn't have a favorite Mushroomhead song. But there is a Mushroomhead song that I do enjoy listening to, and that is Simpleton. It's actually a pretty decent song.
Although you care less for Mushroomhead, what would be your favorite mask that they had made for them? Distortions masks or Caesar masks don't count.
I'm going to have to say... Shit. They all suck. Back in the day, Jeffrey Nothing had, like, a mask of his own face, and it was white and red, and I'm pretty sure House made it. That was pretty cool looking. Yeah. September, what is the scariest mask that AJ has in his collection, in your opinion?
None of them. They're all stupid. Let me go check. I'm not sure. I'm not scared of any of them. Okay, so I kind of reformed the question in my head because I'm not scared of the mask, but if one of them were real, Wraith would be the scariest by Connor DeLess, because I am so scared of, like, maybe just women in general. Like, I'm scared of ghosty things, and Wraith is so terrifying to me. I could deal with any of these monsters and ghouls and demons, but if Wraith was staring at me in the dark, I would pass out from fear and die.
A pretty good mask.
Yeah, it's a fantastic mask. What, in your own personal definition for what is a mask worn for? Bank robberies. I'm kidding. To be yourself in a way. Does that make sense?
I was going to say the same thing. I know it's, like, corny and cliche sounding for people.
Yeah,
that...
I feel really dumb for saying that. Yeah. But I totally feel like people can be their self. Almost like when people wear makeup or drag makeup or sort of like dressing up for Halloween, you can totally be yourself. And that's what I think masks are for, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's why it was such a big deal that I finally had these things.
Will we even take a trip to California? It would be cool if you guys could hang out at Knotfest and visit all the spots for masks we have out here and all the food spots. I wouldn't mind traveling anywhere. AJ kind of has traveling anxiety, so that kind of...
I hate traveling.
Yeah, that's really it. Yes, I would totally visit California. No, totally not.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. How would you feel if you met a fan and they cried out of happiness for meeting you because you're a big part of their life and making them smile, inspiring them, and just brightening up their days?
I don't know. I feel like I've met fans that have been right there. Like, I don't know if anyone has actually cried or not, but it's definitely been, like, on that level. And it's weird and surreal and cool, and it makes you
weird
feel...
weird in a good way.
Yeah,
not weird
like...
as in creeped out, but weird as in a new feeling.
It makes you feel like you're actually doing something. And that's a good feeling. How does it feel knowing that your man is making a positive impact on people's lives, as in making them happy with his content, inspiring them, and giving them a whole new perspective on art and life itself?
Makes me super proud. Because started from the bottom, now we're here. Here's the top, and we're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. We really did. Everything sucked in the beginning. We started with, and by we, I mean him, but we're we. You see what I'm saying? He started out with just a West G, and not vintage or anything, just a West G, and he was like trading and selling and didn't have anything, and one day he was just like, kind of set a rule for himself. He's like, you know what? I am not going to sell any more of my masks, because every time I do, it kind of feels like a part of me is leaving this house. And that's kind of when things started taking off. He took pride in what he did. He set them up nicely, and he took pictures for himself and kind of his little friend group. He didn't really do it to get anywhere. And that's kind of what the Instagram started out as, for just him to share with his friends and family. And I guess he didn't realize how many people took interest in that, and that kind of ended up where we are today, and it's really cool. But yeah, super proud. That's how I feel. I'll always support him. What's your favorite Guar album and why?
Definitely War Party, because every song on that album is amazing. That is such a good album, and their look was like
Will September get a custom mask?
That's for you. I'm gonna say no. It'd be cool if she did, but I definitely understand why she doesn't. Especially after seeing me get a custom mask. I think kind of like everybody out there. And no offense to you guys that think that you need one, but it's just super unnecessary in my eyes for you guys to do so. Because, not to say that I'm on some godly level and whatever, but I feel like I've been in the business long enough and I've done enough things for the business to where the point where I was getting recognized at every concert we would go to, every convention we would go to, and I just would just, can I get a picture with you? And it's just like me standing there, and
he's not being a douche. That's all true.
It's so I just feel like if you're like a 14-year-old dude and you have 3 masks, there's really no point in you getting a custom mask. And I feel like September would tell you the same thing about herself. She's not in this business for any reason other than the fact that I've involved her in it.
Right. I'm not impressive, and I do love this community and love everything about it, but I really don't think I'm worthy of a custom mask, and I don't know if I just love everything about it, but that's not me. I don't feel the need to do that. What's your favorite candy? All of it. I love all candies with no peanut butter. That's really my only thing, no peanut butter. I'll eat anything else.
My favorite is either Chicken Sticks or Shockers.
When can we expect the website to be up and running? Okay, so that's really up to me. We're not opening up like a huge website or anything. We're going to open up an Etsy, and it's really just whenever I'm free. I kind of have been occupied with this secret project, and we've been busy, and it's true. We always have plans, whether it be people coming over from out of town or a funeral.
You're just naming stuff that's happened this week.
But for real, it's going to be up and running. I so promise, like I pinky promise you. Put your pinky to the screen right now. We're friends, and I promise it's going to be up. But that's all me. I'm going to be running every part of that. It's going to happen. Okay, so, I'm really excited. I am starting my own YouTube channel. Oh my god! I'm so freaking excited, and yeah, so that was like one of my main motivations for getting this fancy new camera and the desktop and lights and just all this stuff is because I'm having my own YouTube channel, and it probably won't be mask related or really horror related. It'll be more like beauty comedy, and that probably doesn't suit most of you guys, but I know there's a lot of mask collector girlfriends out there that watch, and I really think it'll be your style. I have high hopes, which I probably shouldn't do, but it's going to be super fun, and I'm so excited, and I hope you guys like it.
And she'll never be on the channel again.
That's such a lie. That is such a lie.
She'll probably still be on just as much.
Yeah. I'll probably still do, like, even day in the lives with me on this channel. Sometimes. Maybe.
You want a day in the life on my channel?
Yeah. Sometimes. But yeah, it'll be called September Sucks. Just like my Instagram.
We hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, until next time, we will see you guys later. Thanks for the questions, and goodbye.
Bye.